I want you to stop for just a moment. Not to fix anything. Not to figure anything out. Just stop. And take one slow breath with me right now. Because I think you've been running for a while. Trying to keep up. Trying to make enough, save enough, be enough. And underneath all of that doing, there's this quiet, persistent voice that whispers things you've never quite examined. Things like, money is hard to come by. People like me don't have financial peace. I have to struggle for everything I get. Or maybe just a feeling, a tightness in your chest whenever you look at your bank account. A low-level hum of worry that just never fully leaves. Stay with me today. Walk through this with me. Because by the time we reach the end of this together, something is going to feel different. Not because I'm going to give you a 5-step plan, but because we're going to go somewhere most people never go, beneath the surface of what you consciously think about money, down to what you actually believe. And gently, carefully, we're going to begin to change it. You don't have to do anything right now except be here. Let the music settle around you. Let your shoulders drop. And trust that something good is already beginning. Let's talk about where these beliefs come from. Because they didn't start with you. Most of us received our money programming before we were 10 years old. We absorbed it the way children absorb everything, completely, without filters, without question. You heard the adults around you say things. You felt the tension in the room when a bill arrived. You learned whether money was something that flowed, or something that was always just barely out of reach. And your young mind did exactly what it was supposed to do, it stored all of that as truth. Maybe it was a parent who worked themselves to exhaustion and still never had enough. Maybe it was a voice that said money doesn't grow on trees, or rich people are greedy, or we're not the kind of family that is things like that. Maybe no one ever said anything at all, and the silence itself taught you that money was something you didn't talk about, didn't ask for, didn't expect. None of those stories were yours. They were handed to you. And you've been carrying them for years, maybe for decades, as if they were facts about the world instead of beliefs that can be updated. Take a breath with me here. Slow and deep, in through your nose. Hold it gently for just a moment. And let it go. Good. That's it. I want you to imagine, just for a moment, that your subconscious mind is like a garden. And for most of your life, seeds were planted there by other people. Some of those seeds grew into beautiful things, love, resilience, strength. But some of them grew into weeds. Beliefs that weren't true. Patterns that kept you small. Stories that said there isn't enough, that you aren't enough, that ease and abundance are for someone else. What we're doing today is not about ripping those weeds out with force. That's not how this works. It's about gently, patiently, planting something new. Watering it with repetition and with feeling. Letting your nervous system slowly begin to recognize a different story as home. This is what abundance mindset reprogramming actually is. Not a catchphrase. Not a shortcut. But the patient, loving work of telling yourself a truer story, over and over, until your body believes it. So let's begin to go a little deeper. I want you to get comfortable. If you're sitting, let your spine be tall but soft. If you're lying down, let your whole body release into whatever surface is holding you. You are safe here. Nothing is required of you right now except openness. Bring your attention to your body. Start at the top of your head and just slowly scan downward. Your forehead. Your jaw, is it clenched? Let it soften. Your neck and shoulders. Your chest. Your belly. Your hands, are they holding on to something? Let them open. Notice if there's any place in your body where you carry financial stress. A lot of people feel it in their stomach, that knot of scarcity worry. Some people feel it in their chest, a kind of heaviness. Some feel it in their jaw or their shoulders, the constant bracing for something to go wrong. Wherever that feeling lives in you, don't try to get rid of it. Just acknowledge it. Place a gentle hand there if that feels right. And simply say, quietly inside yourself, I see you. I know where you came from. And I'm ready to show you something different. Breathe in slowly. Fill your belly first, then your chest. And breathe out, long and slow, like you're letting something old leave your body. Again. Breathe in, this breath is new. This moment is new. And out, let the old story begin to loosen. Now I want to offer you something. Not as a command, but as an invitation. These are not affirmations you're supposed to force yourself to believe. They're seeds. Plant them gently. Let them rest in the soil of your subconscious mind, held by the music, held by your breath, and see what begins to grow. There is enough for me. There has always been enough. I am allowed to receive. I don't have to earn love or safety through sacrifice. Money is not the enemy. It is simply energy, and energy responds to how I relate to it. I release the belief that struggle is proof of my worth. I am open to financial peace arriving in ways I haven't imagined yet. I am my mother's daughter, my grandmother's granddaughter, but I am also my own woman, writing a new chapter. Wealth is not shameful. Ease is not lazy. Wanting more for my life and my family is not selfish. I am learning. I am shifting. Something in me is already changing. Let those words move through you without judgment. You don't have to believe them fully yet. You just have to be willing. And the fact that you're here, that you pressed play today, tells me that you are. Take one more slow breath here. Really let yourself arrive in this moment. Because we're coming to the part of this journey I want you to feel the most. This is the part where you get to put something down. You've been carrying something for a long time. A belief, or maybe a whole collection of them, about what you deserve. About whether financial peace is truly available to a person like you. About whether the universe, or God, or life has a different category for you than it does for people who seem to have things easier. Maybe you've watched other people receive opportunities, money, ease, support, and felt something complicated. A wish mixed with a sting. A wondering of what they have that you don't. And then maybe a quiet shame about feeling that at all. I want you to hear this clearly, those feelings are not character flaws. They are symptoms of subconscious money blocks, old programming doing exactly what it was designed to do. Keeping you in familiar territory. Protecting you, in a strange way, from the unfamiliar experience of having enough. But you don't need that protection anymore. And right now, in this breath, in this moment, with the music holding you, I want you to let go of the belief that financial struggle is your natural state. Let it go like a stone dropped into still water. You don't have to throw it. You don't have to fight it. Just open your hand, and let it fall. Let go of the story that you have to work yourself into the ground to deserve rest, or comfort, or abundance. Let go of the inherited fear that wanting more means you're ungrateful for what you have. Let go of the quiet suspicion that ease is for other people, that the universe has you in a different, harder column. Those were never true. They were just old. And old things can be released with love, thanked for their attempt to keep you safe, and then gently, permanently, let go. Breath in now, one long, intentional breath. And as you exhale, imagine that old story leaving your body with the breath. Rising up. Dissolving. Gone. You are not starting over. You are starting from here, with everything you've learned, everything you've survived, everything you've already built, and you are simply choosing a new story to carry forward. One that says, I am open. I am worthy. I am ready. And here is the most important thing I want to leave you with today. Reprogramming your subconscious mind around money is not a one-day event. It's a practice. It's returning to this place, to this breath, to these truths, especially on the days when the old voice is loud. Especially when the bank account stresses you. Especially when fear shows up and tries to convince you that nothing will ever change. Those are the moments to breathe. To return. To remind yourself, I am in the middle of something. I am not where I was. And I am not yet where I'm going. And that in-between place is not failure, it is the work itself. You did something real today. You showed up for yourself. You were willing. That is not small. That is, in fact, everything. Come back to this whenever you need it. Let it become a ritual, not a chore, but a homecoming. A way of tending your inner garden with the consistency and care it deserves. Before you go, I have a question for you, and I genuinely want to know your answer. What's one money belief you inherited that was never actually yours? Maybe something you heard as a child, something a parent modeled, something the culture around you repeated until it felt like fact. Share it in the comments below. You might be surprised how many people are holding the exact same story, and naming it is the first step to releasing it. Stay with our community here. You are not alone in this. Every single person in this comment section is working on something real, something brave, and your presence here matters. If this video reached something in you today, please share it with one woman in your life who might need it, a friend, a sister, a colleague who's been carrying that same quiet weight. You never know whose day, or whose life, you might quietly change by simply passing something along. And if you'd like to go deeper, come find us at dealerofhappiness.org. There's a free community there, and a free healing journal waiting for you. A place to continue this work with people who genuinely understand. If you're new here, subscribe and stay a while. We make this kind of content every week for the tired, the healing, the quietly hopeful. You belong here. I'll see you in the next one. Take good care of yourself today.